What's up, everybody? Blaze and Confused here, back on another road trip with Jessica.
Hi.
Carson. We are going on Route 66 from Sapulpa to Joplin, Missouri.
Sapulpa, Oklahoma.
Sapulpa, Oklahoma to Joplin, Missouri. Well, guys, we made it to Sapulpa, Oklahoma. Crossroads of America. This is downtown Sapulpa, and at the beginning of our Route 66 journey. This is downtown Sapulpa, Oklahoma. This is where the Christmas shoot is. If you've never heard of the Christmas shoot, look it up. It is very cool. But this looks like they've redone it since the last time we were here. That was loud. That was loud as hell. Sapulpa, Oklahoma, the centennial year, 1926 to 2026. Big buffalo. We decided to take this road trip. Something we would want to do for a long time. But since it's the 100-year anniversary of Route 66, that was a deciding factor, and so was Adam the Woo. Adam the Woo was supposed to have cruised Route 66 for the 100th year. And since he's no longer with us, we decided to do this in his honor. So this road trip from Sapulpa, Oklahoma to Joplin, Missouri is for you, Adam the Woo. Hope you guys enjoy. All right, we made it to Tulsa, Oklahoma, Route 66. And I must say, so far, the signage to get here is not very clear, or it could be me. Look at the dinosaur head.
Yeah, that's cool.
It's pretty neat, huh? Tulsa, Oklahoma. There's little man. Ollie's restaurant, station restaurant here. We've eaten here years ago on Route 66. And they're supposed to have like a train that brings you your food, but the booth that we sat in didn't have that. We're not eating there today. We at the Red Fork Depot, Tulsa, Oklahoma. There's little man. We got some train stuff going on here.
This is a big train.
That is a big train. I'm sure the video's not going to show how large this thing really is, but it's pretty big. light post looks like there's hands holding a sign that says Tulsa. Jessica's saying that this is a replica building. We think, we're not sure. We'll find out. And if we're wrong, we're wrong. It's nothing wrong with being wrong every now and then. There's downtown Tulsa. We're still cruising on 66. Got some old signage. Okay, 35. Recording? I love these gigantic muffler men. And there happen to be, I think, 4 of them in this area. So you got that one there. You got this one here, playing the guitar. And then we got a couple more up the road that we're gonna go check out.
That's a pretty cool sign.
There's Little Man again. This part of Route 66 in Tulsa is probably my favorite. There's a lot going on. There's the Epps guy. All right, you're good, dude. Let's see if we can get across this road without getting hit. Yeah, we've been in that place. That place is pretty awesome. People have their names here. Got Buck Adams there. Got Buck Adams. This is a pretty cool place. We're not going to go in it today. We've been here before in the past, but it is a neat place to go. Check it out. Souvenir shop. Got this little shop. What do you think, son?
This is cool. I agree with you. This is one of the favorite stretches of Oklahoma.
Yeah. Tulsa. This little stretch of Tulsa is pretty awesome. This store, again, we're not gonna go in, but it's pretty rad. We're trying to make it to that bigger muffler woman. Come over here and get some tattoos. Rosie the Riveter. This is the 5th muffler man woman that we've seen on this little stretch. Have no clue what the hell this is, but it looks awesome. That's a cool odd looking van truck. We are at the city of Catoosa Rogers Point Park. We stopped here because they have these old bridges. We did skip over the Catoosa Blue Whale. I've done a video on that before, but it's actually closed because they're putting in a big visitor center there, a gift shop sort of thing. So you can't really get access to it. You can't go to the whale at all. So we decided to go ahead and skip it this time. We're in Will Rogers country here. We've been to his museum a long time ago. We'll have to stop and do that again. This old bridge is pretty cool. There's 2 of them. Let's see what this signage up here says. Route 66 in Sapulpa is pretty awesome in spots. Tulsa, that little stretch that you just saw, is probably the best in Tulsa. So this is part of the twin bridges of Route 66. On this side it shows the bridges in, and this is after they took it out. And then there's that one over here. All right. And we are driving between the twin bridges. Oh, that's gonna be great. Let me put my seatbelt on. All right, we made it to Claremore, Oklahoma on Route 66. You're gonna hear this word Route 66 a lot. But anyways, this is the hometown of Will Rogers. And there's a picture of him on this mural. I don't know how much Route 66 cool stuff like this is in Claremore, but we'll check out what we can. All right, guys, we are at Totem Pole Park. And it is not on Route 66 like you see on most of the videos. It's off the path a little ways. We thought it was right on Route 66, and it's not. I just want to make that clear to everybody. Look at this massive thing. This thing is huge. So apparently this is the Echo world's largest totem pole. And look at their stairs up there. So, back in the day, one day, you used to be able to go all the way up. That's crazy. That is wild.
Whoa.
It's far up there.
That one's shaped like an arrowhead.
Yeah. Big old turtle head. World's largest totem pole right there, ladies and gentlemen. All right, guys, we're in Bonita, Oklahoma. There's another big old muffler man. Outside of the Western Motel, still in Bonita, Oklahoma. Betty Boop. And a Bond's Big Boy. We were gonna eat here. Kind of excited to eat here, but it's drive-through only and they close like in 20 minutes. 10 a.m. to 5. So you can't go inside there anymore. So that's kind of a bummer, but it is what it is. This is the Cuckoo on Route 66. All right, this is Commerce, Oklahoma. You got the Dairy King over there. We're not gonna stop and film here because we just released the vlog not long ago. There's the water tower. It says number 7 because that was Mickey Mantle's number and he's from Commerce here. But anyways, you saw us a video not long ago of this, so we're just gonna kind of skip this part. All right, folks, we are in Baxter Springs, Kansas. I know we've skipped quite a bit. If you watch this video, I'm like, what about this? What about that? We're kind of on a time crunch now, trying to get to Joplin before dark. But anyways, we're in the Kansas section, so let's see what Kansas has to offer us. All right, still in Kansas, and we are at the Rainbow Bridge. I made a mistake and forgot my stickers. Derek, I forgot my stickers. The famous Route 66 Rainbow Bridge. Look at the water down there. Let's walk on it. If you ever come here, you can drive on it, but you have to go a certain way to drive on it. Rainbow Bridge, Cherokee County. Where's little man again? Kansas, US 66. Let's check out the water over here.
You can tell we got rain.
Oh, there's some turtles down there.
Oh, yep.
Got some turtles. All right. And of course up there you see more Route 66 signs. Rainbow Bridge, man. All right, we are gonna drive our car over the Rainbow Bridge. Don't pay attention to my dirty window. We're travelers. All right, there you have it, Rainbow Bridge. Another Kansas Route 66 made out of tire rims and metal. Very cool. All right, guys, we are still in Kansas going on Route 66. We're kind of losing daylight quick. So we're gonna kind of rush through it a little bit. There's a section where they have stuff from the movie Cars that we're hoping to come across. Carson doesn't think, he thinks we passed it or something. We'll see. What do you think? Guess he doesn't want to talk. All right, cars on the Route 66. We've been here a couple times too. They're never open. They got hours here. They're never open. That's what it looks like on the inside though. We've tried to catch them. They're never open. You can see toe tater. This was the inspiration for Tomater. Of course, they've souped it up after the movie Cars
This one's new.
had come out. The old fire truck. Then this is cool over here. The Jackrabbit Trading Post. You know what it is? The old here it is trading post.
Look at that, Kansas.
Oh yeah, that's where we're going next. Right there. Let's see if we can get another view of the inside here. There we go. One of these days we're gonna come here and actually catch it while it's open. This is still Galena, Kansas. Let's see what this says down here. What does this say? Very cool. We got some autographs down here. You can see my feet in the reflection. That is awesome. All right. You ready to go, dude?
Yeah.
All right. We're still in Galena. Pretty sure that's how you pronounce it. If you've watched my videos long enough, you know I can't pronounce a damn thing right. That's okay. See that big old grill up there? And you can drive through there, show your car. I'm gonna go see what this plaque says, because there's a pair of boots. And the guy is not in them no more. He's gone. A 19-foot homemade version of a modern muffler man. Well, shoot. All you have left is muffler man shoes. Maybe someday, they'll bring it back. There's that grill again. This Route 66 trip has been pretty cool. You know, we started out in Sapulpa, Oklahoma. We're in Joplin. We're in Galeno, so we don't got too much further to go. It says, don't pass cars on a curve or hill. If the cops don't get you, morticians will. Damn. That's dark. The end of the trail, Santa Monica there. We've been there a few times. There's little homeboy again. Well, this one looks all busted. You got the tractor cow tipping. And you got the sheriff from cars here. Pretty neat. So you see here, the guy that did the voice of sheriff signed the car. And if you look up there, there's the signature where he signed it. The guy that voiced the sheriff in cars. And there's the other side of that sign where you can drive your car through. Pretty cool, pretty cool. All right, we signed our name on the Dorothy. Next to that, there's a bunch of signatures. There is a ton of signatures all over this place. Just all over. And it's cool because they leave you markers to make your signature. Well, guys, that's the end of our Route 66 trip from Sapulpa, Oklahoma to Joplin, Missouri.
That was a good trip.
It was a good trip. Took all day long. There's Jessica in the car. I know you just see me and Little Man the whole time, but she is here with us. She is chilling in the car. But anyways, this is the end of our Route 66 trip.
Hope you guys enjoyed the video.
Like, subscribe, share it. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time. Peace out.
Bye.